Thank you and welcome to Tuesday night. We are very excited to have you with us this evening on behalf of First Amendment Sports. I'm Ken Meringolo. He's Kevin Ricca.
Ken, August 5th will forever be a day of celebration because our boy said so, and I can't wait to celebrate with Big Brother Brett in the house tonight.
Hello again.
He's Brett Strachan.
Yeah.
Good to see you, sir. Cheers
to
to that.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. And I'll bring it all
Careful over the
Bring it
mixer.
over for
Hands
me.
across America. We got a couple of new folks on here. Want to say hey and hello, Ken Harris. What's up, dude? Greg, good evening. 757 once again on the board. Rhett, hail. We will have a couple. We have a couple different things lined up. We'll keep it loose. I think is a good word.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with him. Loose, but
Very
loose. Let's not go further than loose.
Let's just stay. I think loose is a great boundary, a good guardrail.
I feel threatened.
If you will.
I felt threatened walking in tonight. But I keep coming 10 years in a row, so kind of my bad.
Well, you change the safe word every week, so as long as you keep doing that, I'm going to assume you're still the waiver still remains signed.
No one shared a safe word with me.
That's right. No
More
one.
that this is 10 years. I'm feeling a little outmatched here.
The doors do lock from the outside, Brett, and
Tell him the goddamn safe word, Ken.
these walls are soundproof.
Redskins
Keegan.
always a good first shout out.
Okay, there we go.
We got a bunch of good folks. By the way, E.O. Anderson is the one who's on the board tonight, who wrote and made that song that we use as our leading music. He's given us some other great ones, and every time when I hear that song, it's like it's such. I don't know. It's like a sitcom theme song. It's so attached to
I know
the whole situation. So we have to figure out a way to loop in other stuff because
it's ours.
it really does. It does feel like it's hard. It'll be hard to get away from that. John Tier, NES, manner of speaking. Good to see you guys.
Robert Coe and 757WX. That's his new tag.
I always
Just
forget.
saying. Don't forget.
I said I announced the 757, but for a second I forgot that it was our guy with yet another alias.
AKA.
All right, we have. I don't know. Brett, we're gonna get things started with it's football season now. So Brett played football. I mean, there's no greater friend really to football. Where'd you go to high school again?
Oh, boy.
Let's go.
I'm being ambushed. I went to St. John's.
All right, just
God's
making
sake.
sure. Just
I went
bringing.
to St. John's, class of 86.
There it is.
Proud of
All right. Yeah. Well, we can't all be Mustangs, but that's okay.
No, we can't all be
But we
Mustangs.
almost can all be cadets, 2 out of 3. So obviously go St. John's.
Well, listen.
in the
I
house.
think I can be the team that never lost to the Mustangs.
That's
Oof.
all right. That's in the mid 80s. It's possible.
When I played.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but this time of year, it's first of all, this is the best. It's best for guys like us, I think, because now and you guys did worse stuff in the August heat in pads, but I'm not gonna leave that there.
That's such a questionable,
Keep going
such
down.
a questionable statement.
What were we gonna
Non-football
say?
related on your end.
What were we even talking about? We don't have to do that anymore. We can just gear up and talk about football. The guys are playing, and so it's kind of in the air, and you start to, I feel like it makes baseball better. Just the fact that it's like not just baseball. Baseball's okay, but when you have football on the cusp of getting great, no.
Let me promise you right
Best time
now.
of the year.
It doesn't
makes
make
everything
baseball better. It makes football season active. And I love my Nats, but it ain't a great time to be a Nats fan right now. So I'm curious as to your opinions. But I know this.
Just a better sports mood.
Okay, that's fair. I
guess.
do love it. How about this? James Wood and CJ Abrams run a great camp today, and a bunch of local kids went there. My nephew got both their autographs. Cool as hell.
Yep.
That's my baseball love. Thank you for reminding me.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, man.
It's always. I mean, it just again,
Shout out Teddy Bear Walsh. Yes, sir.
A high tide raises all ships, and what's happening for the Washington Commanders is a high tide, and it's so it's turning the area. We're getting geared back
Can I
up.
use the other word? Do I have to say
No,
the C word all night?
No, you can say whatever you want.
Okay.
We say Skins. Don't forget the football team. They were the proud Washington football team for a while as well. There's, got to
No
represent.
one handed me any rules before I said
Don't say
No.
the Braves, and we're good.
Yeah,
I think that's the only rule down in the basement because everything else is a term of endearment.
I got you. All right.
Yeah. So, do you watch Hard Knocks?
Yes.
Every season, are you like have you watched
Pretty
it all?
big
Like,
fan. Yeah.
okay, so what are you looking forward to most about this season and who they're covering?
Who are they covering?
The Chargers, I believe, right?
Don't be asking
it
me
hasn't
questions
started.
you were asking Brett, bro.
It hasn't started
You're
yet.
gonna
Yeah.
turn
I think it
who's-
starts tonight.
Who's
Oh,
Hard
does it?
Knocks?
Okay.
I think it's the
Yeah, I'm not
Chargers.
even-
I could be mistaken. I thought it was Justin Herbert and Harbaugh and that whole show. But someone checked me on the board. But
I love Herbert, so I'll enjoy watching that if it's.
Yeah. We just don't watch
Chargers.
it Tuesdays in between the hours of 9 and 10ish.
Metro Greg's already said who's on Hard Knocks. If I'm wrong,
He told us
it's
previously.
the Bills. Damn it! I knew it was the
It's
Bills.
the Bills.
And that's why, because I remember thinking I'm gonna actually watch this one from beginning to end, like because I don't always watch it. I usually get like the highlights everyone sees, like the cool blips on whatever, and maybe you're up late and it's just on and whatever. But the Bills is that I remember thinking like I'm gonna watch it, and that's why, because it's the Bills.
Well, Josh Allen's kind of a badass. Like,
Yeah.
I'd like to see
Yeah.
him.
I mean, yeah.
He
You
seems
can't
like
go
a cool
wrong
guy.
with him.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
a good
Yeah.
choice, obviously.
And well played by Hard Knocks.
Right.
Because I'm not very Hard Knocksy myself. I don't have as much of a, but I will watch to see. I think that guy's pretty.
But if you're the head coach and they come to you, do you agree to that?
It's. I don't think they aren't coming to him.
Well-
because the answer is no.
Yeah, I
No
would-
head coach wants it.
Unless
I mean,
I'm
I love
Jerry
that they do
Glanville's
it.
grandson.
I don't want to ever see him do it on the Redskins.
I agree.
But
I
love
can't
the
believe
show.
we weren't on. I mean, I know
I agree.
the league stepped in probably behind the scenes, and they were like, "We are not putting that on TV, like to represent us,
Right.
because it's the NFL show, right?" So at some point, they were happy to let Snyder twist in the wind and ruin our lives, but they weren't going to let him ruin their lives, But we've never been on it. we like there's the rules and that dictate how you can be on Hard Knocks and who could be on Hard Knocks. If you don't, you're excused for if you make the playoffs, you don't have to be on Hard Knocks.
There's
I
like
think.
3 years stuff.
I mean, like
There's
the franchises
divisional
don't have
shit.
a choice. Is that what you're saying?
So it comes down to no. The franchises there are situations where the franchises don't have a choice.
Really?
So, but like
Just the shitty ones.
Yeah.
Just the
Oh,
well-run
yeah.
ones are never in that position.
if you have a new head coach, you don't
I
have
can't
to.
on or
believe
off the
You
field.
have to. Have,
There's rules.
You have to agree to have a crew following you around.
But I think there's been some years when there's always been like 3 teams eligible
Okay.
because of the rules.
Okay.
And so the NFL is like, hey, someone's got to take this bullet. And unfortunately, was it the Giants last year? Is that why they were like the most well documented trade of Saquon Barkley and
It
not
was so
drafted?
brutal.
No, wasn't it the Jets?
Yeah,
That was the year
bad.
before.
I think that was the year before.
Oh no, but no. So here's the
Oh,
deal.
that- yeah,
they
when
have
Rodgers-
the
like what
in-season.
we're
Yeah,
doing.
when
Yes,
Rodgers-
we have to do like an episode or two, right? Like,
Yeah.
we got to do a little time, but we're not the focus. Then there's the other stuff. You told me this last time. There's 2 different portions to this, right?
For Hard Knocks?
Yes.
They have an in-season one too. So this season,
Got
it's
it.
going to be, they take a division and they do like the in-season
Right.
treatment.
And that's what we're getting, right?
So,
We're
but
getting
like
the in-season treatment.
the NFC East is.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
asking.
I think
I'm
that's
not
true.
telling. I'm asking.
I think
You
that's
told
true.
me this. My
that's
short
true.
term is way worse than yours.
All right. Well, listen, we can go back and watch the tape. That's what we're going to do. We don't even need. That's the beauty part about it.
I never watched tape in summer. Such a slack.
I love the
ass.
sound. We talked about the sound. We got to have
True.
the projector sound. You watch some projector tape.
Oh, the old school tape.
Yeah, splicing and dicing.
When I made my highlight tape, it was VHS to VHS.
Yeah. Mine too.
It's a while ago.
No, but mine was VHS.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. He's trying
I
to
would've
say
thought they
you're.
had CDs
He's
by
trying to
the
say
time.
you're 8mm. I am
Well,
before.
okay, yeah.
We're the
Oh.
same then. 8 years apart, Ken.
Super 9 all day for me. But
TV ads 10 years.
all right. So tonight you're go home tonight and watch episode 1 of the
I will.
Bills Hard Knocks.
If
Okay.
it's on, yeah.
Trust
Nice.
me, it's going to be on around the clock. On some
Greg
HBO
Martin said he already
Ocho.
started watching it. Is where he got his trivia question for us tonight.
All right, good.
Because he's
Excellent.
been double dipping in 2 honeypots, and I'm not mad. I'm
No.
not mad at him.
No way. No, he saw a rabbi earlier. I mean, he's out there doing some things.
Is
Quarterback
Lee-
season
Lee
2.
Shriver still the voice? The actor?
Leap shot for quarterback.
You never saw when he got off the helicopter? No one knew that he was the voice. And then this helicopter comes in and flies. This was 2 or 3 seasons ago. And he gets off. You know who? You know, the actor.
He's a badass.
Yeah. Okay. He's still the voice?
I mean,
You
I'm
don't even know.
You know
the voice
you-
of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
You're our
Probably.
actor shit knower.
He's always been the voice.
Ken
I
knows
told
all the
you.
actor shit. T and I don't.
Well, I think I might have just shared something with him.
I
He's
know, I
the
love it.
voice. That actor
Greg
is
says
the
they've
voice.
changed the rules. for how you get on Hard Knocks. So we'll update that. That'll be on our an upcoming show. But it's always when you get to the end of the season, there's like some end of the season things we nut jobs do. You start to know who your opponents are going to be for the following season. It's way too early to care about that, but we do. You start, the Hard Knocks candidates, who's eligible, who's not, which will change, by the way, because coaches will heads will roll and those kinds of things, and obviously, jersey combinations. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
No. I don't.
What if you had to choose home jersey week 1? What are the Skins wearing?
I love the black, but
Really, black on black?
I just love the black. I'd wear black every week if they let me. I just think it's
That
cool,
is
intimidating color.
It's a dark ass answer.
Yeah, sorry.
I like it. No, the man answered the question.
That's why the pie, there's like a tiny little slice and you are that slice. Like that's crazy. And I that's great. I love it. I mean, someone has to. So all right, so I'm gonna watch it with you. We're gonna watch it together. By the way, shout out to our favorite Bills fan, Luke David, chilling out with us tonight. He knows he said I'm skipping watching it only because he'll probably watch this first episode 10 times before episode 2 just to get all the nooks and crannies of what's the Buffalo Bills training camp called? Is it? Everyone has like a name. No,
How the shit you
I'm
keep
looking
asking
at
me
you.
questions that you know damn well
It's
I
like
have no idea.
floral-
Answer.
I've answered every question so far. So
Floral Park.
Floral Park is where they have their thingy.
Is that Buffalo?
No, it might be New York Jets.
That might be the Jets.
I think it's the Jets.
Floral Park might be the Jets. All right, we'll get to it. Someone will know it.
Why do you keep
so-
asking me this shit?
I've never met anyone who thought not only that the black on black was like that should stay around, but I'm talking the home opener, black on black.
I love it.
Okay, dude, I think we're always gonna have
I
it.
do like the red pants and the white tops, but
Yeah,
I think
late '80s,
black-
early '90s
yeah.
style.
that's how I watched it growing up.
I like the burgundy coaching shorts and a tankini, but like no one ever asked me this stuff.
Well, because we have you on record as, and I quote, the burgundy Nike shorts and the tankini. It's been here for. I mean, we got it logged in. It's in the log.
Goldenrod
I love
underwears.
underwears. I want the
Lauren Parks Jets. I knew something.
NES. McNamara always did have a black
They
on
did.
black for
They
a
certainly
long
did.
time.
They were the OGs in the game.
Yeah, but obviously I'm partial. McNamara colors are the same as Skins colors. I love the gold pants and the burgundy top.
Burgundy tankini.
Burgundy tankini. Yeah, and I love the gold helmet.
There's a lot going on with that.
It is. Those are, but here's my point. Here's what.
Gold pants and burgundy top.
Yeah, with the gold.
What
With
color's
the
the
gold.
helmet?
Gold.
Oh boy.
Yeah, with
the
whatever.
R?
I want the R.
That's
The
old
R was
school.
my favorite helmet.
Yeah.
The R with the feather on it, which I believe has a chance to figure out a way back. But my whole thing is those are our colors. I mean, I'm just saying black's not one of our colors. However, when I watch when you watch players watch the tape, like for example, I saw a thing today, and this reminds me of something I was talking to you about with Justin Jefferson and somebody. I'm gonna blank on his name. Watching with Jane Daniels, watching the Hail Mary that
The broken rib.
and they're talking about it, and one of them comments on it wearing the all black jersey. I mean, players love it, and I get it. And let's
So
just
we're normally not good enough to wear black. So now that we're good,
yeah.
it's when you wear black and you go out and lose by 30,
Ugh.
it's bad.
That was
That's true.
intimidating
Yeah,
right
we-
before
I
kickoff.
don't think we even wore black much
But we did on
prior to the last year or two, right?
No, it was
No,
like
they-
it was
That's
like
a
3 years
normal-
ago, right?
Yeah,
All right.
I think
it's
it
a
was 3
recent
years
thing.
ago, and like I'm not a uniform
We
guy.
were white on white.
I never get so thrilled about what we do have on or mad about what we don't. But like the black to me was what I see is like we wore black and Sam Howell threw 4 picks.
Yeah,
Like,
that's,
like-
that's not good.
Yeesh.
And I will say,
Leave 'em in
I
the
don't like the
closet
all
if
whites
you're not
either.
good.
I don't like the white on
I
top,
don't
white
either.
on bottom.
I don't either.
Those aren't our
I don't
colors either.
either. I know.
Just so we're clear about
Yeah,
it.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
I just see jersey combinations. I just
I
see
don't like
jersey
the all
combinations.
gold. I hate the all gold.
I love the all golds. By the way,
to be clear,
I want the matte black. You know, the things that they can do with the colors now on the jerseys, like the matte colors, like the matted. I mean,
Or you mean the helmet? Or you mean everything?
everything.
I think the matte helmet's cool.
The matte helmet is very cool.
It is. The matte helmets are awesome, actually.
Yeah, and you could put those matte colors somehow into the jersey, scenario. I mean, they're wearing God knows what they're wearing underneath the jersey. Their body's never touching whatever that jersey's made out of. So let's get creative. All right, we'll leave that
now
there.
That you just did body touching.
No leather,
stuff.
no cotton. That's pretty much all I got in terms of rules.
But you do like face masks, correct?
Those are necessary.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes, you have to have something to yank on.
By the way, Greg Martin, I wore nut hugger shorts to the last 5 parties in Iowa. You can buy them on eBay. You can get the old bike shorts. You got to buy 2 pairs, about $70.
Double snap.
They got your size. Double snap, of course. No single snap.
Okay, just making sure.
Just saying.
The
Tankini week next week.
When you think about confidence in an elastic waistband and a single snap, and you think to yourself, our customer is going to need that second snap.
What I've learned is you get a little light in the ass with the it's like medium fits most, large fits all. And extra large fits like from 260 to 740.
Oh yeah. It's
just the two. What happens is the 2 snaps, instead of being go to here, but they still remain snapped.
That's the thing.
Sometimes they go to here.
It's
just
like
saying.
It's like in Cliffhanger when Sylvester Stallone's hanging on to the chick, and not the one he drops, the one he saves.
But there's a definite divider seam that sorts the fruits.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm just saying. Some like to wear them high over the belly button. You know what we're talking about.
When I saw how those 2 simple snaps performed, I've been to many a softball field, many a
it's remarkable that no pants ever fell down.
I'm thinking to myself, we live in the greatest country on the planet.
God damn.
I'm just saying. I mean, what else do you want?
The worst material, best 2 buttons, and no one got to see any of those sons of bitches you played softball with nude. Thank God.
No way. They
Sorry.
were never
some
nudes.
of them
All of them were never nudes. Those shorts never came off.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Style.
Never trust a woman from the 80s with a 2 snap.
Ooh, no. Oh God, no. I do believe you get your ass kicked for saying something like that. How about this? Let's transition to our first. Let's get our ugly mugs off the screen.
Yeah, Brett Hammond.
And let's talk about this guy and how he's doing right now, because he is having himself a moment. Now,
I like that guy.
You like that guy, right?
I like that guy.
This guy's a superstar. Everyone's like, and I know what everyone's thinking, and yet we do look incredibly similar, obviously. But no, we're not related. He is. Look at this. He's like, hey, get this guy out of here. He is dominating the entire scenario. I'm just so. Listen, let me switch back to so we can have like a moment of intimacy for Brett. Everyone wants Terry here. Terry wants to be here. Adam Peters and Josh Harris want Terry to be here. I think all those things are true. I think Terry will be here. I think everything that's happened on the business side, I'm beyond. We're all past all that. But this situation hasn't spun out into the worst possible scenario. Like think about like the toxic like poison that seeped out of so many individual situations that Vinny Serrato and Bruce Allen and Dan Snyder engineered over the years, where you no one believed what anyone was saying. Every time you looked at anyone talking, you're like, God, everyone hates each other. Why is this my team? What are we doing? Like none of that is happening.
People give this front office a lot more credit. That's why. If that wasn't the case, we'd be having the same meltdowns about this that we did.
This front office doesn't care about what the fans think about what they're doing,
because
99% of them have no salary cap anything. And by the way, our salary cap knowledge back here is not that of, But I think it's slightly above. It's way above
that. I'll take that.
average.
I'll take the
got
way
very
above.
good
I'm with
salary.
you. We're together on the
I thought we were
salary
very
cap.
good salary right now.
No, we are. I'm
great.
talking about like the understanding of
The
the cap and the
basement salary
markets.
cap knowledge. Like when you step in this basement, you just understand that guy right there is wearing a helmet behind you. He crunches the numbers on a weekly basis.
Exactly. And by the way, people wouldn't know that because everyone's like, we got to give it's Terry, man. We got to give it to him. He did this. I go, I agree. But everyone here knows the NFL doesn't pay for like everything that you've done. Like your resume is null and void unless you're at a certain age with a certain thing. And let's go.
So, Kevin.
Yes.
Adam Peters and Josh Harris. Let's attack this from a different angle. We all want Terry. Terry wants to be here. We think everyone's doing the right thing and no one's burning any bridges. Let's talk about this from the top down in a different way. The owner, we've not had a single anything from the owner. He's not been in no quotes, no interviews. He hasn't weighed in. No one's asked.
He pays people to do that.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the first thing about Josh Harris in this particular
I just want to
situation.
interject one
Please,
sentence.
keep it on.
Terry ran over to say hello to him.
Yes.
Day 2 of the hold-in. He jogged over and shook hands with them. That's all. That's the only. But yes, like Brett said, sorry,
that's a new day.
I know. I don't
that's
interject.
perfect. That's
but
perfect.
But he's like, yeah. Terry McLaurin's like, I would like to be traded. Everyone's like, shut up, nerd.
Traded.
But sorry.
Our owner is being an owner, and this is his first chance to be a big shot in a football deal with a team superstar and a market rate contract for one of the highest paid positions in the sport, and he has definitely left himself out of it. So that's a huge win for everybody. Everyone wins. Adam Peters, also. He hasn't. I mean, listen. There's been other. The sports world isn't necessarily waiting for Adam Peters' press conferences, but he has. There's been no word, communication, action, deed, tone, attitude, any of it towards Terry McLaurin or the situation that would indicate anything other than, this is a business situation and we're all going to be adults and handle it gentleman-like.
Like he has with Trent, Debo.
But,
not so much Ayuk, but the year before. Go ahead.
He's playing this year. He's either playing under his last year of his contract or he's playing under an extension. It's not like he's going to sit out and he's not going to get traded. So there's no panic. I mean, I think they get a deal done. I don't.
Yes.
Terry's not going to wait till next year. This trade thing's all, smoke and mirrors until they do something.
He'll get a contract.
Of course.
But he's playing one way or the other.
Myles Garrett. Lamar Jackson, everybody's demanded trades. Ayuk,
you got to do it.
Everyone's demanded.
Myles Garrett said, "I will never play in Cleveland ever again
until next Tuesday."
I'll see you on Monday, sir.
I love it. Like Terry McLaurin doing it, and then 2 days later, jogging over and shaking the team president's hand, the team president's wife's hand, and going straight to the owner, like with a shirt on that says like team first.
Yeah,
and everyone's like just. It's a weird contract, obviously. And we've talked about it. I've hammered it every week, but
so here's the thing about the Adam. Here's the other part about the Adam Peters. Let's put his face back on the screen.
Let Peters be in charge of this.
He and Josh Harris as a sports owner of multiple sports teams, so he gets to be credited really with this top-down philosophy that Adam Peters is executing. They're very data-driven. Obviously, Eugene Shen, he's on the short list of calls. Listen, thank you for by the way, for bringing him up, Kevin. And I wasn't planning on it. But anyways, they're very data driven. This organization.
One more call to the cops, and they're really going to bust you.
And so
Eugene.
they're you would say cold or cold-hearted, but not really in this. But the way that they look at it, obviously they're looking at 30-year. Wide receiver. They're looking at, every data point in the league, with obvious outliers that do exist, suggests that when it's over, it's effing over for old receivers. And, at what point do you want to be the person who pays market for whatever? And then on the other side of it, I'm sure Adam Peters also knows there's very few scenarios where the Redskins pay Terry McLaurin and regret it.
Do you guys see them blowing out Tyreek Hill's deal? They're the same age. He got a 3-year extension.
You mean?
Well, no. Tyreek got 3 years, $90 million, and I think 75 is guaranteed or something like Well, Terry's not going to beat that.
It's all the guaranteed money is the entire deal.
Right.
That's the whole. It's how much money are the Redskins willing to guarantee, and how much money does Terry need to be guaranteed? That's it. No other number matters.
He should be paid as the top 30-year-old receiver in the league.
Which is hard to determine because the top 10 receivers in the league don't have a contract that pays them past year 30.
I
know
of people extending, like people that are 30
I get the
years
extensions,
old
but like when Mike Evans,
when
Mike Evans 2 years ago goes, give me 2 years at $40 million, and I think it was like 27 guaranteed. Played it out, and he got that $1 million bonus. The whole world cheered for him to get that last catch. Right?
That's right.
Well, he needed that scratch because he signed that 2-year deal right at age 30 because no one knows what the fudge that means, including myself.
Yeah,
I'm not sitting here and saying anything, but I know this. I 100% know Terry McLaurin will be a Redskin. And when all the money is figured out, we will embrace him, his teammates will, and there's no more worries. If you've gotten on social media and talk shit about either side and don't know shit about shit, you're the one I don't want to talk football with anymore. Everyone else is doing the right thing, including our head coach, our owner, and the player at question who requested a trade. We're all sitting here as worn-out fans of the last 31 years of bullshit going, yeah, right.
Well, and he called him ahead of time, right? He called him. He called
and said
Terry called Jaden Daniels. He called Adam Peters. I probably called Josh Harris. Called all of his team and just like, hey, I'm demanding a trade. Obviously, I don't want to be traded, but I have to
demand a trade to Washington for a different contract.
I have a 26-year-old and a 21-year-old not happy when he asked for that trade. They went that kind of panic.
It's okay.
Screw him.
I get it.
What the hell?
But
we got all this great stuff happening.
I know. I agree.
But there's a little of that. But then it's like,
so how much?
This is just how it always goes.
So there's Luke saying Terry's character justifies Tyreek money.
It does.
No, I think you should get.
But may I say this sentence?
Maybe even a little more. But he's going for Amon-Ra St. John.
So I think Tyreek had 2 different extensions. If I'm not, I think whatever it is, the money's the same.
30,
right?
For $90 million and 80 guaranteed. Pretty much.
I think. Listen to our boy Kevin Sheehan, who's obviously a friend of all families. I liked what he said. Of course, we don't want Terry McLaurin, and I don't want to share, but this is what we've said. I just liked how he worded it. He phrased it. He said, "This league does not pay for services rendered."
Right.
And I really like that sentence. He took one sentence to explain what I've been taking a paragraph to explain to all my idiot friends. There's no market for him right now, and the ones are, and the dude, Cortland Sutton screwed it all up, and like you're talking about, Tyreek Hill, fine, but then Tyreek Hill, he's a lunatic ass. Terry is but services rendered doesn't count.
Is really good for Terry.
I know.
It's hard to demand more.
I agree, and by the way, his side's gonna have to make some concessions, and as will we, but. Like we've said over and over again, and Adam Peters knows more than anybody, with all the deals done by the deadline before the season started in San Fran, the franchise gets the leverage as close as the season gets.
I hate to say Terry has no leverage.
I know, but
he's got
now what leverage does he have?
He's not going to sit out.
You're not going to play week 1?
Yeah, he's not going to sit out.
No, and we all know that. He's a baller, dog, amazing person.
Well, not only that, he'll give up more money than he's fighting to get in the extension.
Terry McLaurin, it'll be within the next 10 days, I believe. 10 days, but it's going to be a struggle. They're just acting like little punks now.
I think the longer that it goes, the more I become convinced that they are incredibly data driven, and that they are sticking to like, hey, this is what we're willing to do based on this and this and this,
which is fair.
Yeah, and they're going and Terry McLaurin is going to play for the Redskins this year. So
they're not going to reset the market for.
Can I say this though?
He's going to get something.
Good market deal.
Brett, let me ask you this first. When he signed that extension 2 years ago for 68, it was a bargain to a shit ass front office from a franchise that hadn't done shit.
Yeah. And
we were all shocked.
We're in great cap shape right now, and I think.
And back then we weren't, but he took a team friendly deal that wasn't exactly an over the top extension for him. It was fine. It was like, all right, thanks, Terry. It almost felt like, so he's got to be feeling like, all right, now I got to capitalize. Different front office though. But that did happen. That 3 year, $68 million, that was a solid deal for him.
The 26-year-old studs get big money.
But he didn't get the big. He got like, you know.
It changed to big the next year.
It did. Wasn't the top.
We got Curtis Samuel for 3 years and
for
$30
million.
$10 million
I know,
a
and
year.
I was like, Curtis Samuel can't hold Terry's jock in a burgundy and gold
he would have made $20 million
all
a
black
year.
or all white. I don't give a shit. Give me all burgundy. He can't hold Terry's jock.
No.
But the deal is, we don't know the deal. The business side of shit is not the fun part to talk about.
Yep.
And that's what our guys are doing a great job of, and so is Terry. No one's calling each other out. They're just, he's like, I want to trade. Like, to where?
So
where are you going?
TR,
No chance.
3 years, 84, 55 guaranteed. I've been.
What was that?
This TR saying 3 years, 84 million, 55 guaranteed. The guaranteed money is the sticking
I'd give him
point.
more than that, but
So
yeah,
I think
I'll take that.
I would take
It's
that.
about the
too.
guarantee.
That's less than Tyreek.
I would say at 3 years, 90 to me. That has to be the sticker.
That
or
seems
better.
the number to me.
That has to be.
But
the
it's more about
sticker.
the guaranteed dollar.
Exactly.
Of course.
Because then you
The
can
rest is
always
tomfoolery.
and hey, listen. So if you pay him,
So in that third year, he's got a nominal cap hit. So it's,
no, but you could blend and extend.
He's going to be here 3 years.
You know, you could do an extension and restructure his contract.
Exactly.
I mean, if he's going to be an aging veteran on this team, he'll his salary will go like this for a couple years, and then it'll come down. But if you can guarantee, if you take what you would tag him for, you know, you play it out, do the Kirk Cousins thing, and say, listen, here's what you're going to make this year. Here's what we tag you for next year. We'll come up with an average, guarantee it, maybe guarantee it for 3 years. Because in that average, you're not talking about much more than that, 65, 70.
That'd be a tough tag.
It'd be a tough tag.
With Justin Jefferson's factored in. But also, how cool would it be to have Debo and T-Mac out there fighting for their lives on a last year of a contract? I mean, you guys know what I'm saying. I would never do that to Terry.
We're bringing someone in.
I know.
Our two best guys are 30.
I know.
That's great for this year, but
I like 3 years, 90 with 60 guaranteed. I mean, that's you can call
Say
it
that again. What do you like?
3 years, 90, 60 guaranteed.
I'd even give him more than that.
I mean,
I would match the Tariq deal out of respect for him. And
so interestingly,
we're not killing ourselves.
They're talking about Tyreek being. Someone talking about the skins and
much better. He's much better. I agree. But
well, okay. So here's the other.
He's much better. He's more dynamic.
Yeah,
he's also a terrible influence off the field every time you're not on the field.
And they're getting tired of him.
Oh, dude, but I don't even know.
The cheetah, man.
I know. I dig the cheetah. But
how many years is
he
he under contract for? How many?
He's got 2 more, and this is the last one. No, this is the last year of his deal. He was
this coming year.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay,
Cheetah
just did the extension.
Because someone talked about.
No. I believe that. That's true. But I thought so. So he just did one now.
I think. Well, in the last.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the one I know about, and that's the big one, and that's the 90.
That's the 90 with like 80 some guaranteed.
The thing about receivers in the where the Terry McLaurin conversation is, because you talk about DK Metcalf being a comp, but DK Metcalf is a much more physical receiver. He relies much more on his physical attributes.
He's 3 years younger.
But forget about that. They were in the same draft class.
Everything.
It is everything age-wise. I understand.
Age is everything.
But all I'm saying is DK Metcalf is a guy who relies much more on his physical attributes than Terry does, which goes again. Like he's the kind of guy, along with Tyreek, who relies on those physical attributes more than anything else. When those start to wane, those receivers, they're no longer special. Whereas a guy like Terry McLaurin, who has done it in a much more professional, savvy, and he became a veteran so quickly and knows how to operate. He has not relied on his physical attributes. I mean, he's a fast guy, he's an athletic guy, and he's good, but he's not known for being the best athlete on the field. But
he's not DJ Metcalf.
But he will last longer.
That guy's the predator, man.
But he will last longer than DK Metcalf. He'll last longer than those guys.
So here's what I like.
He will, but
that's what you're talking about here.
Those two at their prime were capable of very different things. Metcalf was a monster.
Michael Lombardi, who's the GM of Carolina football now, where we haven't mentioned it yet, but Brett, obviously a scholarship player at North Carolina. We got our guy down there, and Michael Lombardi said this, and I liked it also what I read today. He said, it's about the grade the franchise has on the player. So it's about Adam Peters' grade on DK or Tyreek or whatever versus Terry's. And he goes, that's where they are right now. We all know this is a dog and pony show. He's going to sign there. This guy's going, hey, he's holding up the flags that say, DK or Tyreek, and someone else is holding up the Cortland Sutton flag. And they're trying to figure it all out. But I really like what he said. This is their evaluation. And ours, we're allowed to sit here and talk about this shit because we love it. And I agree with both of you. It could be that. It could be this. That's what they're hammering out right now. They're hammering out this 30-year non-marketed, nothing to ever comp to, and not even a player to. And they're not talking about off-the-field shit, boys. They are not great. Now, that might get like a check or a minus in the after evaluation, but they're talking about film. And Tyreek Hill and DK Metcalf on film, pop, pop, pop. Terry just gets it done. Yeah. And I know what you're saying. But that's what pays. What the future pays, the ticket prices pay, the exciting, big, tall, super fast, to cover 2 ripper, the monster undefendable in the red zone and single coverage. Yeah, those guys get paid more than Terry. And I agree with it.
The best part about in my opinion, the best part about the whole conversation is that Terry wants to be here. We want him to be here. And that's how it's going to end up.
Immensely.
And so the conversation does turn into, and I got to believe Adam Peters has said this to Terry's agency. What did they say? You're not talking to the mic?
Yeah.
Who said that? Is that Walker or
no,
Katie?
Bo told me. No, Katie said that's 3 really big heads on the screen.
Yeah. Well,
it's fair.
This is the type of input I
Very
get.
fair.
I don't get all this good stuff over here.
Sorry. Mine looks the biggest.
So
yours looks way little. Ken looks like a tiny head.
Well, compared to these two.
I know. That's why I hang out with you guys. Everyone's like, man, that guy's got such a tiny head.
I would rather have Terry McLaurin than DK or Tyreek, but I understand why they would get paid more by an NFL franchise. Is my statement. Sorry.
And what I was saying after that was for Adam Peters to say, "Hey, listen, man, like you want to be here, we want you to be here, but we're not bidding against the league on you." For 2 reasons. One, you're under contract for another year. So
exactly. And I love that Brett made that point right up front. I made that point to everyone. I'm like, he's got another year.
I'm not
Stop crying.
I'm not saying like the market price just went up on wide receivers. Well, yours didn't because you're under contract for another year. That's for the first thing.
You signed up for this.
Yes. So I'm not bidding against DK Metcalf's contract or Cortland Sutton's contract because I already signed you to a contract and you still have another year of it. That's the first thing. The second thing is to say, hey, listen, by the way, I don't want this to be your last year as a Redskin or as a Commander. I, Adam Peters, representing Josh Harris and the whole organization, want you to be here for your career because we believe that you will be productive going forward. Therefore, we will give you, we're willing to pay you what it takes to do that. And here's what we think you're worth to us. And it does reflect, what you've meant to the development of our quarterback. But hey, listen, don't expect us to put any the fact that you survived Dan Snyder's ownership, that's a feather in your cap. But at the end of the day, we don't have any salary cap space allotted for that.
I hate this, but they don't pay straight cash for good dudes in this league. I don't know how else to say it.
We just don't have it.
Again, and because I've said this, and there's probably people smarter on here. No one's corrected me on that Tyreek deal. That was an extension.
No, it's true.
Year.
I just brought it up.
Yeah.
For 3, I mean, that is the market. He has set the market.
Yep.
And there's no way Peters is going to reset that market.
No, not for a guy
a
we're already paying.
30-year-old guy. When Tariq, as good as he's been, is getting $30 million a year for 3 years with 80 games.
Yeah, and
that's it.
Terry McLaurin also knows. He looks in the mirror. So this is I feel like this is so hard for guys like Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin was not drafted to be a starting wide receiver in this league. He was drafted to be a special teams captain.
He was drafted to be Jalen Lane.
He was drafted to be a guy who could just come in and maybe he has a 10-year career backing guys up, like a Dyami Brown.
Superstar special teams guy that would be a 3rd, 4th guy.
Yes.
Jalen Lane, maybe return some punts, kicks.
Terry McLaurin
not expected to do.
Became the best guy on the field and earned his starting job, and he has always been the best guy in our wide receiver room and has always been WR1 for us, and that's great. Now, people haven't had a whole lot of respect for us over the years, and our number 1 wide receivers over the years have been denigrated by the general community as being, a number 1 for you guys. Santana Moss, that's good for you guys. Lavernius Cole, that's good for you guys. Michael
Lavernius Cole, we have a Lavernius Cole shout out.
I'm just saying, you're like, you don't have a wide receiver number 1. You have like 3 wide receiver number 2.5s. So Terry McLaurin, there's a chip on his shoulder because of that, which I love, and I want it. I want that because he feels it the way we feel it. But on the other hand, the whole idea of him staying here, the value to him and his, the money that he can make, it's so much. It's worth so much more for him to stay here and be a career commander, because he can say, unlike any other athlete, everyone changes teams. Everyone gets traded. Everyone spends the last year of their career farting around somewhere for no good reason. But some guys don't. Some guys stay in one place forever. And those guys have stories to tell. And no one will have a story like Terry to tell.
No doubt. Plus, at the beginning of the offseason, he was like, so me and my new wife just want to be here forever. And I was like, oh, man.
It's very risky for him to play out a year and then try and land more money next year. A lot can go wrong there as opposed to
he's not. A deal will be struck.
Talking to a guy making $30 million that's talking about a couple million a year seems silly.
I agree.
I think it gets done.
He did already film his Eastern Motors commercial, I believe.
Your job's your credit. And if
at
you
Eastern
are
Motors. If you do an Eastern Motors commercial, you're thinking you're probably going to stick around.
No doubt.
All right, so I we'll continue to talk about that aspect of the conversation, but the whole idea of we expect him to be here, yes, but the process as it stands has been very adult, very professional. There's no bad blood. Everyone's playing their cards. This is Terry McLaurin's last chance to get a big contract. Everyone understands this, including Adam Peters, who will likely give him a big contract. It's all going to work out the way it's supposed to work out because that's who we have, driving the car now.
Yeah, the Eastern Motors.
The Eastern Motors.
For God's sake.
So I trust him. I'll drive anywhere with that guy. So far,
I agree with you.
Complaining about that guy.
Nobody.
I like that guy.
No, he's the best, man.
He is. He's the MF over there effing best.
Touchdown in every playoff game. Like, what are we joking about here, man? Like, he's ours. Is why he's the best.
Okay, so this is the
they
transition.
Don't pay that premium.
This is the transition to the other part of that conversation. So you talk about everyone knows Jaden Daniels is the best. All right, so I have two wide receiver topics before we get to our last topic, and that is not Nate Herbig's retirement, which I'm still getting over.
Take it easy.
Still getting over. All right.
Wow.
So, all right, here we go. All right.
So, house bartenders. Why do you think I've been here for 10 years, sir?
Every
earn my keep some way.
These wide receivers and their love for Jaden Daniels. Every time I see a wide receiver anywhere near or around Jaden Daniels, I look at him like, wait a second, that guy wants to play with this guy. Like they all now, obviously Justin Jefferson, obviously the LSU guys, but also the fact that the LSU guys. I mean, and shout out to Jamar Chase for sticking with this guy Joe Burrow, but at the end of the day, Joe Burrow's also an LSU guy, so you can't fault him. But all these guys want to come here, and so I'm just like thinking to myself about because of the Terry McLaurin conversation. Now Terry McLaurin is going to be a core member of our wide receiver room on a going forward basis. But the thing about the wide receivers and paying the wide receivers that I was thinking about today is. At what point do you say as an organization, because of how good Jaden Daniels is, we're not going to be in the business of setting in the market ever on a wide receiver? Because if you look around the league, the top quarterbacks, except for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Joseph P. Burrows.
Yeah, except for Joseph P. Burrows, who apparently is like the Fed chairman of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Apparently he throws the ball so hard that it plays defense for like 3 possessions in the second half. It's amazing.
Except for that. I don't know of any other team with like the top quarterback who's willing to even pay like 68% of market value for wide receivers.
I'm just glad that's not our franchise anymore.
I know Tom Brady's all your both favorite player.
I like Tom.
For
he's the GOAT.
What, 20 some years?
He's the GOAT.
He had some great players, but he did a lot with some players that no one had ever heard of until after Tom threw to him. So I'm Jaden. I put Jaden in there with Joe Burrow in the places ball into receiver's hands.
I hope Jaden Daniels doesn't pick a wide receiver.
Only 1 year for Jaden.
You guys know how much I love Joe Burrow. I love that you just said that.
Like
Too much accurate quarterbacks, in my opinion, in the world.
Yeah. By the way, the person
those two guys, Burrow
who
and
has
Jaden,
the same last name as you, who sat right here for years, that was the only word that he cared about when he talked about quarterbacks.
Accuracy.
That's
And,
the only
and by the way,
100%
I never, ever,
principle
ever.
thing.
I agree with him. That's the number one. Like, there's a
That's
million
number 1,
things.
2, and 5,
But
6,
if you
7,
are
8,
not
all of them.
accurate, then you're a tight end, motherfucker. Like, that's what it is.
Yes.
Like, and that's
you're probably
fine.
a good athlete. I'll get
That's
you the ball.
fine.
And then you're the quarterback who comes in behind me like, don't worry, I'm going to throw you the ball. I'm going to give you
man.
like 4 or 5 catches.
Hey, I got a little guy at
get
home.
There's a Strachan on the Redskins now.
I do. Mike, cousin Michael from
Cousin
the island
Mike.
that I got married on. Yeah, Grand Bahama Island, brother. You know the connections ain't never
Now,
stopping.
does he pronounce it Strachan?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know that.
If he's
but-
from the island, probably not.
well, I don't know there's any other ways to pronounce that. You're
No,
from the
no,
you're,
I've seen it spelled that way, Strahan.
you're Strahan with the
They don't-
side. The
It's
C?
actually
As long as no one
pronounced that
says
way more than
Strachan.
Strachan.
Really?
Really?
The hard
You got to go
which
hard.
is
I mean,
the
that's the
Scottish
Scottish. Yeah.
version, yeah.
It's not Scottish. It's crap.
But
That's
it's
Glenfiddich.
spelled the same way, but pronounced Strahan,
Mm.
like Michael Strahan.
Well, I mean, you and him have a very
There was
similar
a
body.
tight end at Boston College back in the day. It was spelled the same but pronounced Strahan.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't like that because Michael
I think he played in
Strahan
the
didn't have
NFL
a
a little
silent
bit.
C, but he had a hard H.
Well, no, it's spelled different, but
I
it's
know.
the same. Yeah.
This is bullshit.
I love
Good
silent
football
letters.
players all need to get together, figure this stuff out.
There's some serious silent letters.
Like
By
I've
the
had
way,
to pee so bad for like a half an hour. I want you guys' opinion.
if you
Like,
need to,
it's only been twice I've walked in front of the camera.
you
to
can
go
do it. You
tinkle.
can go. We're gonna be here for a second. I'm gonna hit us to another segment. I'm gonna
No, but I
drive
don't
the
want to
ship.
miss anything.
I can
All right,
carry
good.
Ken for a few minutes. Don't
No,
take
no,
too
no.
long.
I'm not worried
right.
about you guys. I don't want to miss anything. So
He's
I'm just
worried
gonna
about
sit here
us.
and pee myself.
All right,
It's fine.
that wouldn't be the first time.
I know.
How about this? Let's go to the next one. All right, we're gonna get Adam Peters out of here, and because I have got to do. So we're gonna do this one a little bit faster than I otherwise planned on doing it. Okay?
Don't even do it. Would be my guess.
No, we have to do it.
You sure?
Yeah, we do.
What about the penmanship?
What are we doing here?
We're gonna talk about this guy. His name is Jalen Lane,
Nice. Don't do the other one.
ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Lane, number 83 for the Washington Commanders. A little space there on the right side, but we'll get there. He is a third round draft pick?
Sir,
Hold on. I
are
don't.
you looking at Brett or me?
No, he was like
Fifth?
No, he was
Seventh?
fourth. I thought fifth.
Yeah.
Fourth
No,
or
he
fifth.
was. The point
I
is,
gotta look that up. I think
Yeah,
it's yeah.
let's confirm it. Jalen
But he
Lane
slipped. He was higher on people's boards than that.
started
Everyone
at
was saying-
Middle Tennessee, transferred to Virginia Tech. Never had a great quarterback. He's a return guy. Comes in as somewhat of a return specialist on our depth chart, which we will end the show with. He is not even listed as our number 1 punt returner, and yet he is turning a
Not
couple
yet.
of heads.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything now. He's gonna be
Turning a
100%
couple of heads.
He is the real deal. He is going to be the Terry McLaurin of this
Yes, he
draft
is.
class. He is that dude.
He's the fastest kid on the field.
And it's from the
Almost
slot, and
every
he's only
game.
been the slot. So when you run that slot right through the middle of that too deep, that too high, and everyone plays 25 yards deep, Bubba.
Fourth round.
I said, if
Sorry.
you average out the third and fifth,
I said third. and I
that
was
dude,
wrong.
but he actually, they're like, he runs routes way better. And everyone's talking about, we couldn't have seen that on film. Virginia Tech runs a humble route tree.
Yeah, but unless you're really, really bad, you get that speed on the field somehow. He's going to be the kick returner. They're
hold
going to
on.
have plays for him.
He will
yes.
absolutely
He's
be a
really
returner.
4.340.
He might be our starting
yes.
slot before the year's
He's
done.
going to be a starting wide receiver on this team in 2025.
Ooh.
Count on that.
All right.
You heard it from Kevin and I first.
I said might be.
Oh no, he will be.
Guaranteed it.
I love
He
that.
will be. No, he absolutely will be. And I'll tell you. And by the way,
Speed.
I look at him in the fourth round. What do you got? What do you
It's
guys
coming up real slow just because I guess I'm getting, I don't know.
Oh, you're getting some analysis. Oh,
No, it's verifying the round that.
fourth round. We got.
That's what I said. Okay.
Yeah, you got it. We got it. You verified it.
Your
You're like
score-
you look like Mike
there a
from American.
scoreboard?
You look like Mike from American Pickers. When
Yeah,
you're
he-
like looking at.
Kenny
Are you
loves
an
us.
American Pickers guy?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've never seen American Pickers
Zero
on the
times.
History
Oh my
Ever
Channel?
heard of it?
Of
Never
course,
heard of
it's
it.
the best.
Dude,
American
it's
Pickers.
the best show. Okay, okay.
I'll take your word for it.
It's-
I'm not
there's like-
arguing. I'm just stating forthright
Okay,
that I've
they've
never
never
heard
seen
of
it.
it or seen
Fair
it.
enough.
Oh my
Fair
God.
enough.
Great show.
It's just it's on the History Channel. It's a show about. It started out as two guys. They just travel around the country picking like people's collections, and it's outrageously good. But
Very good
and
show.
that is like 20
Just
years
started
in.
picking people's collections.
Picking like they're pickers. Like they go around. People have like barns full of stuff.
like
all kinds
Peter,
of stuff.
like Peter Piper.
Yeah.
Like there's like Pepsi signs that are like
Worth
70
$1
years
billion
old
now,
that
yeah.
are worth like
forever, and they find
tens
him
of thousands of dollars.
But they'll buy old cars.
But they know all this
This
stuff.
is the Indiana Jones of weird TV.
like
he's the Indiana Jones of
Antique
of
Roadshow on the road.
Rust.
For fudge's sake.
Yes,
All right, maybe I would
Americana.
like
It's a
it.
great show.
I don't have time for it to be a picker, do I?
I think you should be picked. You're more of a piggy.
No.
You're more of a piggy.
No, I want an old school Pepsi sign.
I'm gonna
but
come
I'll
to your
break
house.
it before I get to 70 G's.
We're gonna pick his house. We're gonna go to pick his house. That was on the History Channel.
Yeah.
Everyone, the South will rise again. I will listen. Here's what I'm talking about in terms of Jalen Lane. 4th round. Return specialist, speedster. Played wide receiver for a team that in Middle Tennessee that no one cared a ton about, but he's shown, and he ended up at Virginia Tech. Never had a quarterback. Now there was a guy who was drafted in the 5th round, about 20 years prior or so. He came from a place Central Michigan. Now he had a quarterback. Who everyone thought was great, and some people in this area right in here wanted the Redskins to draft Dan Lefevre so bad. I thought Dan Lefevre was so great, and he was drafted, and he
By
was
some people.
Dan Lefevre.
That excludes
Dan
Brett,
Lefevre.
Yeah, okay.
Strachan, and Kevin Ricca.
That's correct.
I was
Fair
not.
enough,
I was
fair
not
enough.
tracking.
No, I'm
Fair
saying
enough,
right
fair
here,
enough, fair
only
enough.
one person. I was like, in fact, I will say I was on like 106.7 doing a bit with as Hogs Haven or whatever, and I was like talking about Dan Lefevre, and Danny Rouillet was like, "Really, dude, Dan Lefevre?" And I was like, "Dude, Dan Lefevre is because he was throwing the ball to Antonio Brown, who was a punt return specialist, and he came in the league, and everyone was like, we're gonna make this guy a punt return specialist. Oh, by the way, we're forced to throw it to him as often as possible because he is kind of absolutely great and amazing." Now, it's not fair. It's not fair
Are
to
we
make.
Dan Lefevre-ing?
It's not fair to put
can't wait. No, I'm
Antonio
sorry.
Brown
I'm
up there
sorry.
next
I'm sorry.
to
I want to see it.
Jalen
I want to
Lane.
see it. I want to see it.
This slide is why we were on 10 minutes late. Is these two ding dongs arguing
Because-
about this slide?
Listen, you hit every guy who's great in this league is not a 1st-round pick. Every guy who's great in this league is not someone who came into the league preordained to be awesome. They came in because some smart general manager, I believe Seifert was running the Steelers at the time, and he never made a bad pick ever. And these guys brought in people who they knew could compete. They had a guy named Ben Roethlisberger throwing the ball, and then they knew he could get the ball to any place on the field.
He's no Lefevre.
Yeah, we got a guy who's no Lefevre either. Exactly. And Jalen Lane is a player.
I've got a Lefevre for the.
Yeah, I got a fever, and the only prescription is more the fever. Listen, I'm not trying to put it all on Jalen Lane to be as great as Antonio Brown. It's not cool. It's not fun. I'm not doing that to him. But I will say this: that's the kind of impact a guy like him with his speed and athleticism and ability can make. If you throw the ball at a guy and he catches it and makes big plays out of it. You can't take him off the field, and you never know where that guy's going to come from. And now he could be Ashton Genty, for the Oakland Raiders at the top of the 1st round. He could be, Marvin Harrison Jr. that everyone knows we're going to get the ball to as much as we possibly can. But he could also be Antonio Brown in the 5th round. He could also be possibly Jalen Lane in the 4th round.
Here's why I love him. And Brett, I'm going to give you. I just have 2 seconds. He is the coach of his son. And that means a little something, but he's not the coach. He's not the son of a coach that's it's the real deal. It's a lifetime. It's not like he coached him once or twice and blah, blah.
Yep.
Kingsbury said you give him something, he digests it, and he always spits it out properly. And if he gets it wrong, he figures it out himself. I'm sorry. When the rookie's doing that shit, that means mentally he's a tad bit more evolved than a typical rook. And the dad said, yo, you can't win a Super Bowl playing college ball. So go to Virginia Tech, be the fastest guy on the field, run your punt returns back, play some slot, run an archaic pass tree, and let some dude like Cliff Kingsbury make you a gazillion.
Yeah, I think the fact that he's a proven punt returner, that's very athletic to be able to track those punts, consistently field them. So,
And it's the only return man job left.
Right. But the fact that he's done that to this point where that's what he's known for, he's obviously a very athletic kid on top of being the fastest kid. The only thing holding him back is just being young and getting on and not running.
But
the
he's
right
not that
routes
young.
and screwing things up.
But he's never had a QB. He never had a QB.
I mean, as a rookie.
Oh,
Right,
no,
right.
I'm
as
sorry.
a rookie, just learning the
How
system.
dare you insult Kyron
I mean, he's
Drones?
100% going to be in there, but just these rookies, they're going to line up on the wrong side. They're going to go in when they should go out, and that screws up Jaden. So that's what I think, because he's got everything else.
Dude, and by the way,
How quick can he learn? Maybe he coaches kid, he'll learn quicker.
You think so, right?
Brett,
Well, I agree. That makes sense.
think about this. He started at Middle Tennessee, ended up at Virginia Tech. If Antonio Brown went to college today, not to belabor the analogy, but if he went to college today, he would end his career making $10 million a year for like the top college offense in the land. Like he ended at Central Michigan because there was. He got
What happens after their first win, week 1? Sorry.
Here's the more important thing about Jalen Lane and his prospects, because unlike Antonio Brown, Jalen Lane hasn't done shit in the NFL yet. So, Antonio Brown had the benefit of a quarterback who had the ability to deal with defensive pressure. Now, he did it in a way that's slightly different than Jaden Daniels, but Ben Roethlisberger was somewhat impervious. I mean, he was a big boy. He had Jeff Van Gundy hanging on his leg, in the Garden style, trying to make throws. So he could eat the pressure and deliver a ball in a spot. I mean, everyone remembers the Santonio Holmes Super Bowl reception that,
That won him an MVP.
Yes. Ben Roethlisberger was a guy who could take a oblong piece of leather and put it wherever the F he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, and I think you guys are saying the same thing, I'm saying Jaden Daniels can do that.
Absolutely.
Plus, he's accurate.
He showed it consistently for 1 year, so we don't, but yes.
No, not 1 year. He was a professional quarterback before he got here. Right? That's what I'm saying.
I get
True.
it.
He's had more starting snaps probably than any other quarterback draft.
No doubt.
And he was being paid to
that
play.
early.
55 starts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Under his belt.
That's not a small
No
thing.
doubt.
That's
And
right.
you all know about this virtual reality thing
It's the coolest.
that he brought to
So
the
cool.
franchise. I mean, he's
So cool.
but he's very ahead of the
It's the
game
greatest
for
thing.
any other
It's
guy
the
coming
greatest.
out of
It's
college.
so cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, when I'm challenging
Mom
him for the
Dukes is on
job,
the sidelines, just ready to wrestle any of y'all hoes.
I might be the best VR quarterback you
Not
ever
y'all
saw.
hoes. I meant y'all hoes. But I know this. None of these hoes better get in the weight room, because Jade's mom is ready for y'all. Don't
Yes,
even.
yes. We
And by the
lost
way,
those.
we're ready for y'all too. That's the only thing that can stop this franchise from moving forward.
Oh, nothing's gonna stop it. No, ain't no stopping us now.
These hoes smell.
We're
Ken.
on the move.
These hoes smell.
These two.
You're allowed to say that?
Well,
He doesn't have a girlfriend, right? Because they got to get through mom, and that's what could throw a wrench into the.
She's like the
whole
Laramie
season.
Tunsil of professional moms. Is she related to the Jacobys by any chance? Someone do the research. Can someone out there? Because I'm just telling you.
Yeah, she's mom.
have
Apparently,
my,
anyone talking to him, she's coming from.
I thought I was in charge. Oh, did you have a spill?
Bill.
Oh, Ken, that's your first spill in 10 years.
It wasn't. It was just. It got on my reserved seating for Ken Meringolo.
Oh, gosh. It's because I said those H's smell, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry.
I'm getting
But
messages.
but shout out Prof. That's a Prof. That's a Prof jam. Shout out
Shout out
Minnesota.
for Walker too, realizing we got the Irish red breast going 15 year.
That's a staple.
Oh, he knows.
Oh yeah, he saw.
It's a
he saw the
staple.
label.
Okay,
I know.
so we don't-
Walker, Ken does not F around. Like,
We don't. So listen. Here's the deal.
you want brown water? You come down here.
Is Walker coming over?
Walker, you're
you
invited
coming
over.
Yeah, Walker, come over.
Come on,
we'll
man.
see
There's
you in
always
like
a
10
post
minutes. There'll be a post game. Trust me. Here's the deal. We need to do them. What would you say if I try to invite the whiskey guys back to do another tasting for a scenario?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
It was an hour and a half of conversation I knew nothing about.
About whiskey?
About 36 minutes into there, I lost my marbles.
Mm-hmm.
What do you remember?
Those whack jobs can talk whiskey, can't they?
The barrel. Everything was interesting
Yep.
until the 13th flight, and I was like, "Where's this one from?
No, thank you.
Who gave me no? There was
Imagine
never a
if
no.
they
We're
put
not doing
that
it.
brain power into like alternative energy. You know these.
So,
these
all
guys,
I'm saying
what they
is-
know
They
about
can do
whiskey
that.
is unbelievable.
Walker.
And it was amazing.
I'm
And
talking
I didn't
to-
like whiskey then. Now I love it.
Am I
Sorry.
talking to camera one? Camera 2.
Look right into.
All right, camera.
Don't
all
look
right,
at
camera
the
3.
two
Camera
weird
3.
lights. Look at the one big huge ball.
Walker. Redbreast
light.
15 is the number one bottle of whiskey on the planet, in my humble opinion. It's not the most expensive bottle by
There's two of them here
far.
tonight.
Very
It's
tasty.
August 5th, homeboy.
It's August 5th. We got
Not Scottish. It's Irish.
it is Irish.
It's close.
But
I'm specific to Irish.
yeah, I'm specific to Irish as well.
And non-Pete Scottish. Sorry, Brett. I don't mean to offend you. I know. But T-Bird, hate to say it, I think he was more of a fan of the Irish.
He was an Irish dude.
Jesus.
I know.
By the way, he brought over some bottles, just so you know, just to help out the cause.
He did not bring Irish whiskey.
No.
I
But he
didn't.
also didn't bring Scotch every time. He brought some random shit. He brought like some.
He was as I am now. It's a little tighter budget. You can't drink the
No.
cheap Scotch. I mean, Scotch is expensive.
It really is.
You can get a lot of great reasonable bourbons. You can't get a great reasonable Scotch.
No, and also it tastes like
I prefer
socks.
bourbon over Scotch. I prefer Irish over Scotch. I just can't do Scotch.
I hate the Scotch.
The Pete gets me.
I'll drink
It's not in your
Jägermeister
blood,
before
Pete.
Scotch.
It's not in your blood.
It's
no,
not.
Well,
No, I'll drink Scotch
I
before
will
I know.
drink.
I know
I'll
it's not
drink
all
the
Pete.
peaty Scotches,
I know.
but I don't.
I know it's
I
not
don't-
all Pete.
Yeah,
but
no, some are
Glenfiddich,
like
I like.
So
For one,
Brett.
it's delicious. I can't continue it.
I sat down in a bar in Houston one night randomly with a buddy, and the guy was like, "Hey, you guys want Scotch?" I'm like, "I don't like Scotch." He's like, "Let me do this," and he did a circle of shot glasses, and he's filled them all up, and it was like light to dark, and he was like, "We're gonna start in the Highlands, we're gonna go all the way," and like the super light stuff was delicious, but I'm still not.
This
a
was
Scotch guy.
definitely late
We're
night,
all-
not at the bar. So
It was at a Four Seasons in Houston, and it was not on. I was not paying, nor was I staying there.
But you were dressed like a Scotsman, from what I recall from the story.
Not just a Scotsman, a wounded warrior, a Purple Heart
Nice.
Scotsman. I believe I fought
Something was purple.
with William Wallace himself. I was wearing a kilt at the time as well. So
I thought that
helps.
was understood. Right. Go back to the previous joke.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up with this.
All right.
Let's go back to our screen. Let's get that Jalen
Oh, boy.
Lane and Antonio.
I love this
Brown.
board tonight.
That
All
was-
you guys, I don't care if you like
that was
Scotch
a
or
good
not.
10-minute discussion on that one slide. It was awesome.
It's
How about this?
fantastic.
Just Kevin going, please don't do that. Please don't do that.
No, I don't. I
Please
love
don't.
all of it.
Let's
I
start
love
on the
it.
offensive
putting up,
side.
putting,
I know.
putting those two pictures
Because that's my
together.
handwritings.
All right, guys.
No, this is different.
Here we go.
No, that's what I thought he was putting up.
It's
I'm
depth
saying don't
chart.
put that up.
So it's depth chart season, and so listen. Everybody has like a. Oh yeah. Everyone has a printed out ESPN spreadsheet and our lads, and everyone has their thing. You know what we do? We write it on pieces of loose leaf, and the reason why we do that is because it changes, and we don't want to put pin. We're not trying to print out anything too official here.
I'm not
Right.
trying to do anything.
All right, so
Trying to
here's our
survive this
defensive
podcast.
depth chart as we kind of make our way into the beginning of August, and you can get a sense of the defensive line. Obviously, Brett, is there anyone more important to our defensive line than Deron Payne? How about this?
I don't know. I really like that.
Let's take Payne out of the equation. Who's the most important member of our defensive line?
Defensive line.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, we don't have any ends, so we can just take that off the
We do now.
end.
We sure do.
Oh.
We just signed a svelte.
Oh, you mean
Von Miller.
Von Miller. Okay, well, he's a pass rush specialist, but he's not an edge setting end.
Understood.
So we don't even. I mean,
But
our guys are hardworking guys, but they're no one.
We're
knows who
edge
they
setting
are.
from the inside, also with Ken Lowe and Wise these days.
Well, we could have been a lot.
What the hell
but
is
wait.
even that?
Who
What the hell is he?
was the stud tackle that we drafted last year and as a rookie was great?
Johnny Newton.
Newton.
Johnny.
Newton.
Jerzon.
Newton Allen, obviously. If you got two badasses like that in the middle, lots of things good can happen. And I think Newton. I mean, I think he's as good as what's the guy that left?
So here's we got
Allen.
No, we've got
With the guy that's
Payne.
Payne. Payne's the one I meant. Yeah, Allen left.
Yeah.
Allen
Yeah,
left.
Allen's
Payne
Payne
and
stays.
Newton are
Yes,
two solid.
they
Yes.
are.
Yeah.
They create a lot of options. I think Newton's
Love him dearly.
100% on par.
But Kinlaw is our dude. That's our guy. That our man brought in, and those three in that rotation, specifically those three, is beautiful to me for what we're trying to accomplish. Getting bigger. And we keep talking about it. They kept talking about it. So one thing that we would sit here and listen to is Peters and Quinn talk about, like, if we could get bigger, we'd be like, we got to get bigger. Like, because we're not as dumb as we look. We're allowed to have our own opinions, but if DQ and Peters are going to say, let's get bigger, getting Kinlaw in there and drafting Johnny Newton, we talked about him last week a ton, Brett. He had 2 foot surgeries in the offseason before his rookie season started last year after he was drafted. So now this year, let the man eat.
Dude, he had
let the big dog
season.
eat. I know.
Great
after 2 fucking foot surgeries, now let's see what happens after a healthy offseason.
Allen didn't play half the season.
I know. And Allen wasn't even so 6'3", about 290. And Kinlaw is just different. He's playing at a level and at a size. And everyone's talking about what we're allowed to do and what our scheme is. We got really big up front. I don't know how much better we got. I think we did. I love the fact DQ shouted out our 3 biggest guys. But right there up front, we had 3 tackles play in the championship game last year against Philly. And if I mention those 3 names, they're the only guys that snapped on D. And Payne got hurt, so he didn't. It was a pregame injury. Or like he came in and couldn't.
It was ridiculous.
It was Allen Pollard, who's like 15th on the depth chart, and like Day. And that's who snapped for us against, I don't know, the best offensive line in Saquon in the championship. Hey,
it's gonna be a long day.
It's gonna be a tough day.
I think they're still scoring on us. By the way, but they just scored another touchdown.
I don't know,
but I do like
the secondary is a whole lot better.
Yeah, agreed immensely.
Whole lot better.
Oh, speaking of, let's go there. We talked about that. Was
talk about the 3 starters last year, because the only thing I want to say about offense is the 3 starters were Oz, Dotson, and McLaurin coming in. This year we got. Obviously, McLaurin, because we believe in that.
All right, so talk to us about our starting quarterbacks. So we got quarterback 1, quarterback 2, quarterback 3.
We're now on defense here. I just wanted to shout out the defense right now is what we talked about. Amos,
that guy
Sane Ristel.
Apparently, he's
Sane
Ristel. Hard to say.
Sane
Ristel. Satan Ristel. So this is your
healthy ass Lattimore. No, I took this from everything.
Yeah, this is your 24 versus 25.
Right, exactly.
I should have said that beforehand.
Exactly. And no one can read it, and I can't either, but I do like it.
Oh, I'm sick of looking at everyone's like sterile plastine, depth charts of it. This is what we do. We're going to cross stuff out. We're going to write stuff over it. I mean, that's
the only thing the Commanders chart that they sent to us today said at right tackle Wiley or Connerly. I chose Connerly,
but we know he's not starting.
So here he is.
Not Wiley.
Not starting.
No, but
Cosme's the one that's hurt.
Cosme's hurt.
Cosme's not starting.
But our rookie right tackle
Cosme listed as a starter.
So did they.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They did it, but they had it today, and because he is the star, I guess they're just honoring his.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a dog, and he's been working his balls off to get back, and he's in the building, and that like Jalen Lane's not even listed as the number 1 punt returner. He's listed as the 7th wide receiver, behind Osborne. I know that's rookie ass shit that they do. They did it to Jaden.
He's not going nowhere,
and I don't care. I said to Ken, I just wanted Ken to see this. I didn't think this was going to be going live tonight. Or else I would have definitely not written this buck naked at 4 a.m.
Well, you can. That's the part that you can really see, and that's what we appreciate the most. Well, I can read your chicken scratch. I'm fluent in it now.
Like my dad, I can read his lawyer scratch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know what it look. I know.
He's not a lawyer. He's a football coach, but he writes like a lawyer.
I know what he is doing here.
I like
see that. Yeah.
I used to do bubble write. I was a great note writer. Like. If it was a "Will you go with me" for a friend, they would come to me for the Sanskrit.
There's some in there.
Holy shit!
Was that like the?
No, that's an old bottle.
Is that like the? That's
it's an old bottle as of 20 minutes ago when it became empty.
That's an old bottle. We don't talk about that bottle anymore.
Get the decoy to Brett.
He's out of here. Adam Peters said, "We're getting that guy out. He has no value. No value for services
Did
rendered."
Rivera draft that bottle? Get him out of here.
It was a great bottle, but I won't pay top dollar for it today because it's empty now. I already drank it. That's the way It's the way we think about it.
The best part is no one's noticed.
No. All right, so listen? We've been on for an hour and 10, and actually, we appreciate everyone hanging out with us.
What a cool board tonight
for the board. Let's close this out on a Redskins topic and a Greg Martin question. Okay, so I know Greg Martin's got some stuff, so I want to do. We talked about. Let's cut. I like to tell him what you told him. We talked about how our ownership hasn't stepped on its tail and done terrible, stupid things throughout this whole thing, and that our front office has managed our team in the way if it was our money, that's the way they would do it, which is important. We talked about our wide receiver one, who we're going to work things out with, and there's a whole business side of it.
We're going to be okay.
We're going to be okay.
He will play for the Redskins.
1,000%, I believe.
We talked about
you know what? There's no chance unless he gets hit by a car in the next week or so. He's playing for the Redskins.
Don't put that out into the atmosphere.
Yeah, no,
we'll edit that out later.
There's no better place for him than here, and he knows it. And
everyone knows it.
Yeah, so they're gonna figure out it. Yeah. The fact that he's gonna get a deal at all out of this is a feather in his cap, because otherwise, like most guys, his payment for past services is that he gets a new deal.
Give him 80 years over the next 3 years. It's a great 80 million.
Most guys are going to say
80 million over the next 3 years.
More money.
Come on, Terry.
All right.
If they give you that,
more
money.
But here's the deal. It's such a unique deal. It really is. This doesn't exist. There's no comp, and I know Tyreek, but those are such opposite players.
Yep.
Listen, at the end of the day, Terry McLaurin gave the speech of the team coming out of the locker room, coming out of the hallway at Detroit, and we all watched it. If Tyreek Hill jumps in front of the Miami Dolphins and starts barking, someone's going to smack him off the wall like a fly. That's all. That's it. But I'm not saying. You got to
remember. I mean, I mentioned this earlier. That salary cap has teeth. Unlike any other sport, most don't even have them. Baseball doesn't have.
That's a great way of saying it. The salary cap has teeth.
Let's let him go. This is what we've been saying.
So he has to be a team player here and not trying to reset the market, because look, he's been here. People love him. Everyone loves this guy, and they're on the precipice of potential Super Bowl next year. I mean, we all know that, right?
Contention for years to come.
Okay, yes. I mean, for what? 90, you can get 85 million, or over 3 years you can get an extra 6. Come on.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
This is the best.
I
love what you just said, and I believe everything that you just said is absolutely. I believe it 100%. I've been saying it. We've been saying it, but it's hard to be like, we guarantee this. But like, we go out to the green room, we're like, there's no other option, dude. I don't want to tell people, don't be sad because you're nervous about Terry. As fans, we've reserved the right fans. Not the terrible ones. I love that you just said that. That's exactly what it is. They're posturing. This is all it is for another couple of days, hopefully.
Guarantee Terry what you guaranteed Tyreek for the same age and the same years. He's worth it. Yep. I think Tyreek's better. But I don't care. He's he's done to this thing, but he's not going to get more.
Better's inconsequential.
Terry can't ask for more.
Speed's paid for. Like we said, you're paying for the future in this league. Always. And if Tyreek Hill is going to open the cover on everyone's ass, more so than anyone possibly can, besides possibly Jamar, who's a better player.
Like about retirement.
But I get it. But they need to just figure out, and they'll do it. They can do it on the years, they can do it on the guaranteed, or they can do it on the whatever they want to do. Yep. Get creative, business dicks. Let us stop having to talk about it, because we're good at the football stuff and we're not good at talking about the business stuff. But we know this. I love that Brett Strachan sat right there and said, well, we've been saying all offseason.
The salary cap has teeth.
Yes.
Oh my God. It's
salary cap has teeth.
It's real.
And if you don't understand it, shut the fuck up and let Terry and the business side figure it out. But tonight we got some teeth on ourselves on the right side of the board.
No one should be concerned that just because the Redskins made the NFC Championship game that we suffered the same fate as the final 4 teams in previous years who have to deal with contract issues and having all your players plundered. Most of our players are on 1-year deals anyways. So that's for starters. So there's no real plundering that. They're on the market.
It's kind of the rebuilding phase.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
And not only that, but this is a player who came into the league a little bit under the radar and put up a lot of numbers. This is his last chance to get a contract. This is not a situation of a diva
True.
wide receiver
It's true.
looking for
It's
money.
true.
This is just a guy who is at a certain spot financially and business wise, and he has to play these cards, and so we respect that.
And I believe he did sign a team-friendly deal under the old terrible piece of it.
Yep.
So, in his camp's mind, they're like, "Hey, we gave this franchise, but you know what? That doesn't matter. This is the big leagues. They don't care about 3 years ago. They don't care about 3 minutes ago. So here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is the Brett. The Greg question for Brett, Kevin, and I.
Here we go.
Official beer, official whiskey, and official cocktail. He said alcoholic drink. We're gonna say cocktail for the 2025 season. Okay, so we're gonna let those sink in.
3?
One for each. We have an official beer, an official whiskey, not Fireball. Mister.
No, that's not whiskey.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank God.
I don't drink Fireball.
No.
For the record, I do not drink Fireball at the nights. I drink patties.
Jameson.
I do patties. Everyone else does Fireball.
I don't
think
we
between
do
me and the
patties.
bartender.
Well, that's because
Patties,
he knows
Patties
we
or
don't drink
Jameson.
Fireball.
We don't drink Fireball. We don't want them Wilford Brimley oats.
It's not whiskey.
No, it's
And
not
I
whiskey.
hate
No.
it. Makes me it offends me that
Yeah,
they write
there's
whiskey on the
there's
bottle.
no whiskey in a Fireball.
It offends me.
It's not what we do. We're Irish up there
All right,
on the
so-
whiskey tip because that's what's readily available.
The last thing, let me just make sure.
But I'm gonna say this.
Wait, what is our question?
Hold on.
Are we-
The
are we
question is
answering
this.
question?
I'm going to be the first answerer for the cocktail.
Okay.
And due to the fact that Northwest Stadium still resides, albeit not forever, in the state of Maryland, which I do enjoy the most out of, I think, due to the amazing success of everything, the Orange Crush, which was just named the Maryland State drink over the Black Eyed Susan, which was not even a drink we ever drank.
No.
And we've all had a billion Orange Crushes. I'm thinking Orange Crush. In
All right, I'll be
Maryland.
Are we
honest.
the only? We're the
Yeah,
only one I think
go
that,
for it.
to adopt that as our state drink
I
because they
know.
serve it everywhere.
Yeah.
But that I
No,
think,
it's just been announced
yeah. Well,
by someone in charge of state drinks, I believe.
Screw
I
you, other
100%
49 states.
agree with the vote and the sentiment, but
Mhm.
I'm a grapefruit crush guy.
No.
grapefruit?
A crush is fine. We go
The,
crush.
the grapefruit
I
crush
love
is
a
bad,
grapefruit
I think.
crush.
Oh, yeah.
No, I love
But
both.
the orange crush is much more ordered by the
I love
millions
both.
on
I
the
buy
East
both.
Coast.
I buy a whole thing of oranges and I always get 2 or 3 grapefruits.
Oh,
For
yeah.
people like yourself, my wife's one of those people. I can
So
do
let's
both.
just call it a crush.
Let's
vote.
go it.
We're gonna
All
vote
right,
for
We're
the
gonna
crush.
crush everyone. We're gonna
just
crush
voting for
this
a
year.
crush.
All
Let's
right.
go with the crush.
Crush. All right. So I
I agree with that.
I don't want
That's
this
the
to be
cocktail.
We
like
talked our
mean.
way through
That's
it.
the cocktail.
We talked our way through it. It's the crush. Well, that's the vote for Brett and I. Ken, I think
It
you're
carries
in.
the day.
Yes.
It carries the day,
yeah.
and I
All
will
right.
say
You're
that
kinda
you get it because
insignificant at
I
this
appreciate because I'm thinking about like practicality as well because these are drinks I'm going to drink,
You'll drink a crush.
in a parking lot,
Right?
you know, on the hot asphalt for 8 hours before a Skins game.
Meanwhile, that rendering of the new stadium lacking
All right,
tailgate
Ooh.
space.
Oh no, we were never getting that.
That can't.
It's
come
never
on
coming
now.
back.
We
It's
still
never
got.
coming back.
We still got a tailgate.
No,
Someday people will be like, remember
we're
the
the buy
term?
spot.
Remember the term tailgating?
Yeah.
It's getting tough.
I won't go to a game if I don't tailgate.
I
literally
So
will
we
not
have
go
to
a
buy
game
a
if I don't
spot
tailgate.
somewhere
It's not a game
near,
if you don't
Mark.
tailgate.
somewhere close enough.
The
Somewhere close
Commander's
enough.
Crush, Greg Martin said. It's exactly what it is.
Oh, the Commander's Crush.
The Commander's Crush.
Greg Martin.
Hey, would you like that to
damn
have
it, you're such a good
orange or grapefruit, sir?
I want the
don't
vi-
know.
I'm an
Are
orange
we fucking
guy.
winning by 20 yet? I love this new
Commander's
drink.
Crush.
Looks like we're gonna go 13-3.
I want the
13
vitamin
and 4,
C
and
the
run
orange.
the table in the playoffs.
Orange it to me all day. All right, so beer. All right, so I'm not a beer guy, so I don't pretend to be a beer guy. But I do love. There's a couple beers that
There's
I
like
do
there's
love
like 10 beers.
drinking.
I love 2.
and I don't.
I know.
Yeah. So,
So I don't want to step on any beer guy's toes, but I love a cold Stella.
Okay.
I love a goddamn Guinness.
What about a Kona Big Wave
Delicious.
Golden Ale?
What about, oh gosh, an IPA?
Guinness?
A Dogfish 60
What a cold
on tap. A cold Guinness is my number 1, maybe.
Cold Guinness is my number one.
A real Guinness is my number 1. It's a tailgate. Everyone
Let's
should.
go. I'm voting for Guinness. A cold Guinness.
I am too. I'm doing it. I decided it's my favorite one beer, and I'm not a beer guy.
I've
but
never
I can drink like 8 Guinness. I can only
Yeah.
drink like 2 Stella or.
Beer guys are like my brother Pooh, and he'll tell you about the 2 spirit Blue Moon with the sprinkle of, lemon juice and
A little orange.
and wrap the rim with a rind,
Oh, poo. We need
Last
to get
time
poo in here to
Pooh-
defend
last
ourselves.
time-
That's not real beer.
Last time Pooh
That's
told me
just
to wrap the rim.
They're just like dressing up, like a coolie. Or the coolers back in the day. when they
Coolers.
had the,
So are you down
The
with
Blue
Guinness
Moon
as being our
orange is
beer?
delicious. I'm not going to lie. One cold Blue Moon's good, but I can't do another one.
No.
It gives
But I
me
can-
loose stools.
But I will continue to drink Guinness.
I can drink Guinness all day like a light beer.
And by the way, it will.
I drank a
it
lot
will
of
beat
beer
me
with
up.
Budweiser, Bud Light, Ultra. Just
Got it?
those,
It's
All
a
right.
natural progression.
young, middle.
Right. That's all loose stool related.
That's
Yeah,
beer.
loose stool related.
All this
At least loose
Blue
to adjacent.
Moon,
Yeah.
but you got to drink with an orange.
I know, I get it. I get it. I used to have to
What's
cut
an
those
orange in a
oranges
beer?
moon style. They're like, why is there a wedge in here? You're supposed to cut it
It
moon
looks
style. I
like
was
a moon.
if you want to see these cheeks, let me spread them.
Yeah.
Is that the waxing moon or the crescent moon?
If you put an orange in a beer when I was in college, you were going to get punched. There's no oranges in the beers when I went to college.
No,
And that's
oranges
fair.
in the
I'm a
beers.
lot older than you guys.
No,
You're a
but we
lot
weren't beer
older.
guys though.
So many
like
years
we went to
older.
the cake parties and drank all the beers, and I would get like throw up everywhere and have diarrhea for 2 days. Then there was someone was like, "Here's a vodka soda, sir,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "What?
I know.
You can have so many of these and so
So
have
many.
fun." And then,
So
and,
many
then and then
activities.
you don't feel like going to prison tomorrow. Oh, like just want to check in so I can get health insurance. Jesus.
Well, we
Fruit the
haven't done.
beer.
We have to do the whiskey though.
All right. So I'm gonna make a vote. So I premiered it tonight. I think the best bottle of whiskey in my world is Redbreast 15.
He gave it to me, and I agree with him. And I never drank Irish whiskey before that, so I can't possibly argue.
I mean,
Obviously, it was good.
What about the ice, though?
And
I didn't even know crunchies.
I would hate to go against my host, but I'm.
Oh, no,
It's
no.
going to sound a little cliche, but the Macallan 18,
No one's going to
It's
argue with
mother's
that.
milk.
No one's going to argue with that.
it's mother's milk.
No human being will argue that.
It's
I know what I love.
expensive.
It's the only scotch I
But
love.
it's just-
It's not the peat
The
scotch.
smoothest, greatest.
It's not the peat
whiskey
scotch.
you'll ever
It doesn't taste like peat. It's
No,
the only
that's not
scotch I
peat.
like.
No,
It's the only
nah.
scotch I
You got
like.
to go to Lagavulin for that, and
It's the only scotch I like.
oh, no.
Connemara.
Oh yeah, there's
Sheesh.
totally scotch. It's not peaty. at all.
Wait, hold on.
just for a finishing toast.
Okay,
Just a
okay.
finishing toast. We appreciate folks staying on with us.
You guys are the best, man. This is the
Timothy
best board.
Ricca in the house with the J. Daniels whiskey. By
That
the
is
way,
my go-to outside the Irish. I swear to gosh.
so
That's it. That's all I got.
Can we get an online vote on whose head is bigger, Kevin's or mine?
ooh, hold on.
Oh shit, I'm winning that.
Hold on.
I'm 100%.
Stay up here. You stay up here.
Can I get it thinner?
We got a little.
Oh, hold
bit.
on. I was flexing my bone.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
I'm
Okay.
putting myself down. I'm 100% winning.
All right. Pull the mics back.
No, you're not.
All right.
It's very
I
close.
think
It's very close.
You're a very kind person.
Who? Hey,
yes.
Greg
It's
Martin.
very, very
Who's
close.
playing November 2nd? What game is that? Is that
What sport are we doing?
what
Football.
we're talking about?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
What sport? Yeah, we're
I'm
talking about.
guessing our schedule, but I don't have the dates memorized just yet.
I'm gonna say
November
When did we
Chicago.
move
Is that
on to the
Chicago
Indiana
Bears?
Fever? I didn't think we were talking basketball.
Oh yeah, no, Caitlin Clark. Do you ever? I've her on my daily fantasy team today.
That's the only schedule I have on my calendar. Is the Indiana Fever.
Okay, so it's August 5th. We have a month and a half to go until things get
Ooh.
interesting. Redbreast 12 is fine.
I love 12.
Very
I
tasty.
love
Redbreast 12.
12.
I mean, Redbreast
Very
12 is
tasty.
I
great,
love 12.
but 15 is the best.
And what
All
proof-
of it's
what proof is
delicious.
that?
I'm sorry.
What proof is that? Walker, what proof is that?
Yeah, Walker knows. The 15 is
Greg, I swear to God, I want Commander Crushers
41.
on the second.
no 46.
Let's go.
46%, 92 proof.
I think,
92.
let's
There we
do
go.
that.
It's,
Let's
It feels
effing
like it.
do that.
Phil, 92 sounds right.
Shit.
Yeah,
Let's
the-
do that.
the old what's going on?
I don't know. Commander Crushers on the second.
Commander crushes on the second. It's a
Seattle on the Sunday night.
No, that's the 27th. I thought.
I don't know.
By the way,
Ken, I'm in no mode right now to be debating dates,
yeah, I think I'm
We're
gonna
making plans.
guess correct right on
but
this
I'm all
one.
in. I am too. That's what I went
Art
with.
Monk jersey retirement. It's a Sunday night game
Oh,
against the
shit.
Seahawks. I intend to be there.
Wait. They
I
haven't
will be
retired
there.
his jersey in
Okay.
the stadium yet?
Bring a no, they've not retired his
Oh.
jersey. We only
They ju-
retired it. couple jerseys.
He got in the Hall of Fame, and they didn't.
No, we did the old school, like hide the jersey retirement for years. So no one wore 44. No one wore. No one wore 21 right away. No one. I mean, even though Fred Smith
81.
No one wore 81. No one wore 28.
Yeah, no one's worn 81 since him.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure no one's wearing 81.
Yeah.
The equipment manager would never let that happen.
I get it. So
even though it wasn't officially retired.
But a couple weeks back, Ricky Sanders, I think Gary Clark,
you're getting a lot of numbers to retire there. I mean, you can't retire.
They all rolled up to his house and they were like, and Art was like, you know him. He was like, oh, hey, come on in. They were like, oh my God. Doug Williams was like, it gives me granted. He was like, that's so cool. Like, he's Art Monk, man. Like, does anyone think they're going to razzle him, get him frazzled, or get him all like, but what an epitome of class and excellence.
Yep. I mean, and it's so he got in. This is like what I think about our great history as fans of this team. My favorite players. Dexter Manley and John Riggins will forever be two of my all-time favorite. Period. And a sentence.
Yeah.
However,
I couldn't agree more.
There's other guys who I grew up idolizing, and they happen to be here forever.
Arthur, Darryl were my next.
Yeah, Arthur, Darryl.
Those are my top three. Then Dexter's fourth for me.
So when I was, and I was in Canton on that day when Darryl and Art went in, and the Washington faithful took the whole town of Canton over. It was awesome. We got after it. And I will tell you right now that in that moment on that day, I feel like Darryl Green is considered to be like one of the greatest players.
Mm-hmm.
He played a hard position. He played forever, and he was great.
Pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
Dude. Yep.
And yet, Art Monk is by far the most beloved of the two. And maybe of almost anyone.
I know.
People forget about it. People don't understand. Like,
people don't forget about them third down catches, Ken. He had 900.70 billion. I counted.
He was more beloved than Darryl Green. On the day they went into the Hall of Fame.
Just whatever happens on third down and anything, so to Arthur.
When the people who cared to drive the farthest had to make their vote, it was Art Monk over Darryl Green. And it was, and by the way,
Art Monk over Darryl Green.
It was a landslide. It was a landslide. One of the longest.
Riggins,
yes.
Art Monk.
That's
John
close.
Riggins, yeah.
It's close.
Yeah, it's so.
I hate to pick.
It's so.
Art
crazy.
Monk is a way better player.
Offensive defense.
Art Monk was a way better player for our franchise over time, and that's why it's hard.
Darryl was a huge difference maker.
No doubt. And what a great guy.
Art was a steady guy, moved the first downs, whatever. But you talk a difference maker. They like take Darryl and put him back at a punt return. And he just returned for.
Yep.
Bro, John Riggins.
Just like, like practice it. They just put him back there.
That's super cool. And this is my favorite because he came from nowhere, but John Riggins was a top 6 pick as a running
track
back
star
in Kansas.
Well, he was a track star. Yeah, he was.
And he was. And that's why he was a top 6 pick, because he was a track star. People don't realize how fudging fast that dude was.
And how tough he was.
What a bad son of a bitch. Cam Scatterboo needs 5 inches and 20 pounds and a couple tenths on his 40. You never dream about being him, and we wanted him so bad.
I'm going to hate him being good just because he plays for the
I
know.
But that cat can play. He's going to be a player.
So can Jackson Dart, by the way.
I said I'm watching college football all day, and T goes, there's not a damn game on to watch. So I texted those two, and then you jumped in on the thread, and you're like, and I said to these two, I go, this dude Scatterboo is freaking nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah, he's crazy.
It's nuts. Oh my God, this dude's nuts. And then Brett was like, is anyone watching Scatterboo? And I was like, you're GD right, I am. And I'm not even a big, huge college football fan. Everyone here knows.
Look,
I'm
Walker.
Walker now.
Walker just rolled in. What did he bring?
He took an invite live on air.
When I told him I had cigars, I think that was a sealed
deal.
Hey,
Walker, there's a whiskey glass right next to the sink up there just for you. Let's fill it up. Let's go.
Let me ask you guys real quick. I'm assuming you guys know this. There's a Redskin trivia question. Like everyone talks about the records that'll never be broken, right? Like will Tom Brady's Super Bowl record be broken?
Pull that stool around
actually,
next to
I think one of the
Just
biggest
sit down
ones
next to
is
us.
like
Sit down next to
Nolan
Brett.
Ryan.
Yeah, pull that
Nolan
stool
Ryan
behind you
holds
right
some
next to Brett.
records will never be broken. Joe Gibbs holds a record that will absolutely never be broken. Nolan Ryan's might be there's people.
Joe Gibbs holds a record that will never be broken.
Never be broken. 3 Super Bowls,
Three different
quarterbacks, and 3 different running backs.
Never, ever, ever,
That will
ever,
never,
ever,
ever happen
ever.
again.
Never, ever.
I mean, unless we live to be 1,000 years old to see it. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
By that
3
point,
different starting quarterbacks and 3 different starting running backs. You won't find anyone that's won 2 Super Bowls without, repeat quarterbacks or repeat.
I'm not
quarterbacks.
going to say anything.
Good.
You're only 8 years younger than me. And we just figured out that we were in the same. In that era,
So much older than me.
people
though.
can't possibly imagine how shocking that would be at either position.
Yeah.
Those
Just
are
for
the two.
one. They got 2.
We weren't highlighting O-line, D-line then. We were highlighting the quarterback and the running back. And they were the highest paid bastards. And guess what? Ours weren't.
There's 100% no coach.
Ours weren't.
There's 100% no coach that's had 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks. I don't know about running back, but I still doubt it.
I would too. But the combo, will never happen again
Never. That's
until
impossible.
they throw all these guys into a big old lottery bowl in space and they float around like playing like when it used to sizzle. When you plugged it in at your great aunt's house down in Dunkirk.
Yep.
Now they're going to do that in outer space, and like we're all going to watch it as they float through in stiff arm.
Unfair to Riggins because he was by far the best running back of all the guys we rolled out onto a Super Bowl
doubt.
field. Hey, by the way, we rolled him out twice, 2 years in a row into 2 Super Bowl, 83
Yeah,
and
but
84.
Timmy Smith only played in 2 games ever.
I know.
And he's one of them cats.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to make sure we give the Riggins the respect he's due.
Right.
But
I do see these TikToks with the greatest teams and all these different teams. Greatest Redskin team. The running back on this, whatever Shortest does this.
Oh, wait.
Clinton
the greatest,
Portis.
Wait, the greatest.
Would you put Clinton Portis down as the greatest? If you had to pick.
How many running backs are you keeping? How many running backs are you keeping?
Any past Redskin, you're going to create an all-star team to play today.
Hey, how many running backs are you keeping?
Well, we'll call it one running back.
Well, John Riggins is one running
of
back.
course.
And I'm going George Rogers.
I'm
sorry, but
who
I
would
love
take Clinton
Clinton.
Portis? Who would take Clinton Portis?
I'm putting
over
him on
John
the team.
Riggins?
George Rogers
I'm
is
putting him
my
on the
next
team,
guy.
but not as
I'm
like, your
Rigo
first
Rogers.
pick.
That's what
No,
it is.
I mean, come on.
Clinton Portis is a badass, and I love him. But I'm going
Not
Rigo
ever,
Rogers.
not ever.
I'm just saying,
Riggins,
our
come
style
on.
of ball, Clinton's style of ball was, hey, be as good as you can be in a franchise that used to be really great.
Clinton is definitely John's backup on that team.
I'm going George Rogers as John Riggins' backup.
I love.
I'm just saying.
This is why
he
I love
was. Joe Gibbs went
Clinton
and found
can
a
be
guy
third
that
string.
could run into a brick wall,
Yes.
and make the brick wall fall down, and
Yes.
he can still get 3 yards.
That's
was. All. I love Clinton Portis more than anybody
Clinton
as
Portis,
a player and a dude.
Kevin, this is why I love Clinton Portis
him.
because of what you just said about George Rogers.
Yeah.
Is that Clinton Portis was a slash and dash 1,500-yard home
I
run
love
hitter,
Clinton.
and Joe Gibbs said, actually, I needed 3 yards in a cloud of dust guy, and he put on like 20
And
pounds.
he got both.
And he first, I was sitting in the stands. I will say this: sitting in the stands, week 1 against Tampa Bay, took his first carry, 64 yards to the house. It was one of the greatest moments of
His first game. Yeah.
And
It
the
was
thing
the
is,
best. After he said, I'm so proud to be the most recent addition of the Joe Gibbs racing team.
yes, the
and I was
Joe
like,
Gibbs racing team.
ooh, and then he took his first one house called it from like
Yes.
66. And I was like, he ain't lying.
So he
does
did that.
this shit.
But what he really did, and the 4 of us, Walker's off camera, but he's the 4 of us. We understand the job of running backs.
Yes.
Clinton Portis embraced the Joe Gibbs style of offense. He got his ass beat, and that was not the way he was.
He beat a lot of ass,
He
too.
beat a lot of ass too.
He's not an easy tackle.
You'll probably never invite me back because I'm going to say controversial things.
No, but I like Clinton Portis.
I love Clinton Portis.
I love that.
I'm with you. But Brett, I'm with you.
I mean, John Riggins.
I love George Rogers, but I'll take Clinton Portis over George Rogers.
We all agree.
I'm feeling some Ernest Biner coming.
But we all agree John Riggins is number 1.
Or Terry
in our
Allen.
history.
I'll take
think
Terry
so.
Allen over Ernst Biner.
But if
Sure.
if John
Agreed.
Riggins is off the table and you're starting a team right now, Clinton Portis or
Kelvin Bryant is Kelvin Bryant fully healthy?
Or Alfred Morris.
Okay, fair.
He was never fully healthy, unfortunately. He would
He
have
was
been great.
never fully healthy.
If he
Did
was,
he play in Carolina?
All right, we need to consider.
But wait, Alfred Morris or Clinton Portis?
Clinton Portis.
I take Alfred Morris.
Come on,
That's
dude.
why I'm saying I'm going to be controversial.
1.5 good years. That's why it's.
But he moved the pile.
I know he did, but it was a new pile.
I loved Alfred.
No,
His good for many
his
years.
pile was in a spread offense. Clinton's was double tight, triple tight, and everything. His was
through
when
Chris
Clinton
Samuels or
Portis
John
was about-
Johnson.
when Clinton Portis was about to get handed the ball, there was 22 dudes in the still frame. There was no 2 deep.
The all 22.
There was no 1 deep.
The all 22 was one camera. That year they were like
all the DCs were like 24.
I'm the old-
Joe
the all
Gibbs was
22 and
57.
one.
They're
I'm
like,
the old
one
Joe
camera
Gibbs
view.
is about to bring in 14 tight ends with 5 linemen, and they don't even have a quarterback.
And they're playing
just
two
gonna-
ways. And they're
gonna-
playing
They're
two
gonna
ways.
snap it directly to the fullback.
I'm the old school. My running back moves the chains. He doesn't get
Me too.
70-yard touchdowns.
I said George Rogers.
Move the
He moves the
chains,
chains
move the
more than
chains.
anybody for the Skids. That's why I said
Oh no,
it.
George Rogers is true.
But
100%.
Clinton's my guy over George Rogers. Clinton's
Clinton's my guy over George Rogers for sure.
Yeah, it's fair.
But I love some Jamie, some Irving.
Jamie Morris?
I love some Jamie Morris.
I knew
by the
you
way,
would.
he
I
was
knew
on.
you would. All right,
Jamie
let's
Morris
stop doing
okay,
this.
okay. All right, so
Yes.
we covered the beer,
You
we
guys
covered
are
the
amazing. If you're
whiskey,
still
and
here,
we
you're
covered the
ridiculous.
cocktail. We're coming back in 7 days. Who knows what we got in store for you? Who knows what they have in store for us? It's the off season on the
It's gonna
brink.
be the best season.
The brinkiest off season ever. Until then, he's Walker.
Walker, get in.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Steven.
Hey, Walker.
Get in here, Walker.
Ah.
He made it. Yes, Walker.
We're gonna
Good to
give
see
you out
brother.
his code name. It's Mooker.
And we just got the Mooker tonight, didn't we?
We got just.
We got the Mooker on August 5th. We
He
got the
is
Mooker.
Brett
If
Strachan.
anyone asks you what Walker's real name is, bet money. And when they say Walker, come back and say, no, it's Mooker.
It's Mooker.
And you will win the money.
All right, so Brett, do us a favor and tell us right now that you'll come back and talk to us again on Tuesday night.
No, thank you for inviting
right,
me, guys.
good.
I didn't have any idea what I was getting into. This has been fun. You want
I
to just
knew
sit
it was
around and
gonna
talk
be great.
football?
I know.
No, we're gonna
I'm
do it.
available.
My
I'm
brother.
available.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
He lives like a block away from me, so
literally.
and Tuesday night is cigar night. Did you bring a cigar?
I did.
All right, good.
I go everywhere with cigars.
He is Kevin Ricca.
Hey guys, thank you all so much. Tonight was special as hell. Listen, always know that we are going to celebrate August 5th down in this basement to the best of our abilities, and we are doing it tonight with people that we know loved us.
Yep.
Specifically that love him more than anybody else. Such a great time to celebrate. Because this was a night, real quick, that him and his wife used to reach out to all of us and say thank you.
Yep.
Because that's how great they are. This is how they viewed a night that we all viewed, a day that we all saw as negative, turned into a positive. But look at us right here.
Hey.
Doing what we do.
I
Attaboy, T-Bird.
want to
Keep it up, boy. We're going to need more and more.
Special thank you on that note to, and I said this before the show, and I thought about this. I want to say thank you to Caroline Whitehead and Angela Schmidt. Love you guys. And a couple weeks ago, you came on this show and you talked about tea, and you helped us be us in the basement. And I thought that to myself, and Kevin, last
It
week
was
was
so
hard.
true. It was
And I
real.
said, I don't think we would, this show wouldn't be what the show is today, 2 weeks later, if we didn't do the show with Caroline and Angela.
And of course, but Miss Leslie and Miss Isabel also have to be reminded of.
Yes.
But so to keep going, because you're exactly right.
Yep.
They saved our ass is what they did.
Yep.
They made it. They always make everything better. That's
sure
how
do.
they roll in life, and that's why T surrounded himself with them.
We're going to continue to bring remembrances and reminders and folks who we love, who make our show great. I like to say, Kevin, I said this wrong to you at one point. And I want to say it right, and I want to say it right in front of everybody.
Hang in there, everyone.
We were always a 3-man show, and I thought to myself, we're not going to be, we're not going to replace our third man.
Can't.
Like, not
There's
gonna
no
do it.
replacement
So
available
I said
everywhere for the next 1,000 billion years.
I said incorrectly that I said, Kevin, I don't know how else to say this, but we're a 2-man show now. Which is the only reason why I said that is because I said that because I was like, we're not doing a thing, or it's gonna be me, But
not one man can sit in that chair.
So what I meant to what I think the best way now in retro, being able to edit in real time is to say, we're a 3-man show with 2 guys. We're
hell yes,
and we're gonna on a regular basis. We're gonna make sure that we have representation of our guy. And our community and our friends and the conversation, that's all this basement is an extension of all of that. And so we're not a 2-man show, and we're never gonna be, because we never were. But we've always been a 3-man show, and we always will be a 3-man show. And we got 2-man anchor in it, but we're always gonna have that 3rd man here. And by the way. Not to get too much, and I know the people who love us the most are hanging out with us all the way to the end, and I appreciate that. And so that's why I want to be, the realist, with folks.
We got Big Bro in the house. Let's be the realist.
Yeah. This is it is not easy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy for me, and I know it's not easy for Kevin, and I know it's not easy for Brett or Walker for that matter, and it's not supposed to be. And like things in life that make you better aren't going to be easy, and they shouldn't be easy, because if they are, they're not going to make you better. So I embrace it, but I do it with the people who I love. I do it for the people that I love, and I'm reminded on a daily basis that the people who love me, feel the same way. And that's what T, meant to me. And I'm going to keep saying similar refractions, as we move forward.
Don't stop, homie. Don't stop.
So I love you guys. I can't thank you enough for being part of our journey. We're not done figuring this thing out. Okay. And, but we're going to do it together on a weekly basis, because that's what we do on the greatest night of the week. Thank God it's Tuesday. I'm Ken Meringolo. We're still live, mofos. Let's go.
Still live, my brother. Damn, Walker, that's damn good. Getting an invite live on this jammy and showing up. Brett.
We good? All right. Yeah.
No, we're still live.
We're still live.
No, listen, hold up. I love the board. Who's going to do it? Who's going to say it? No one made a muff joke, and no one said
someone
still
always
live.
says something stupid when they think they're off. Okay.
Mostly Ken and I.
100% going to be
T always said, no, but it was either Ken or I.
I was always the
It was a
smartest brother,
51-49.
I know better.
Always.
Still live, my man. God damn it. Top Heavy comes in there with the old school handle and still lives us and rides us out on his jam.